Alright, Sega fans, it's time for the 32X double feature. That's right, 2 reviews for the price of, well, nothing. We're going to take a look at Shadow Squadron and Zaxxon's Motherbase 2000. Now, before we dive in, I really need to get this off my chest. I love the 32X. Sure, it's like an abortion that lived and used its own umbilical cord to climb out from that dumpster behind a popular fast food chain only to stick it in the wall and sit on our Genesis. That's an awful analogy, I know, but at least it's not a fucking Virtual Boy. Shadow Squadron is a 3D-based flight simulator. Think Star Wars Arcade or Star Fox. This game is simply meat and potatoes, or a cheeseburger and fries, if you will. There are no characters and no real story beyond what you read on page 4 of the instruction booklet. Blah blah blah, bad guys coming, must do something, help us Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope, blah 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 blah. But who gives a flying fuck so long as it's fun and challenging, right? You don't play House of the Dead to see AMS Tom Rogan walk off into the sunset with G after they've pissed on Dr. Curion's grave. You play it because you want to turn zombies into confetti. So in a sense, this is an arcade game, and I feel it's a good one. Unlike Star Fox, Shadow Squadron doesn't run on rails. You can fly wherever, whenever you want. If you want to take on the fighters before attacking the carriers, do it. The game won't stop you. You have total control. Blowing shit up is great fun. Reducing my enemies to polygon debris gives me a real sense of satisfaction for whatever reason. This is what Star Wars Arcade should have been. The controls are fluid and easy to pick up so long as you have the 6-button controller. There is a 3-button layout, but it's shit. You're expected to memorize several button combinations for simple functions. In addition, you can't switch perspectives without the 6-button controller because you need the mode button. You know, that one fucking button you never used until now. I guess what I'm trying to say is, get a fucking 6-button controller. The graphics aren't mind-blowing, but they're easy on the eyes, unlike Star Fox. Before anyone pitches a fit, I dig me some Star Fox, but the choppy frame rate gives me a headache if I play it for extended periods of time. That's just me, so hold off on the hate mail, okay? This game has an interesting feature, trace mode. The cartridge records your entire game. Once you've beaten it, or you die, the option will be available on the main menu. Select it and bickety bam, a pro shot replay of your whole game. That's pretty fucking rad. Unfortunately, once you turn off the system, it vanishes. If you want to save it, I suggest you hook up your Genesis 32X combo to a DVD recorder, or dare I say, a VCR. Shadow Squadron isn't earth-shattering, but neither is Dead Island. It's just a fun game, and I think it's a worthy addition to your 32X collection. Next, Zaxxon's Motherbase 2000. Sega's classic arcade franchise gets a 32X facelift. This is the first Zaxxon game to use full 3D graphics, though it still makes use of the familiar isometric perspective. No, the 3D graphics didn't exactly have us pitching tents back in '95, but they're passable, not like Motocross Championship. But that's another review entirely. I will admit, I've always dug this game, and nostalgia's been awfully kind to it. The sound is decent, nothing spectacular, but it works. I love the music. Again, it's 90s cheese wrapped around a thick, juicy sausage, and I want nothing more than to deep-throat this... Well, I'm sure you get the idea. The controls are simple and straightforward. A 3-button controller will suffice, glad to say. What really sets Motherbase apart from previous installments is the ability to jump. I know what's so special about that. Not only can you hop over obstructions and enemy fire, but you can piggyback onto nearby ally or enemy craft and hack into it, giving you the ability to simulate its firepower. Your enemies as well as your allies have different firing patterns of varying range and strength. This is a skill you must embrace if you hope to beat this game, because traditional power-ups don't exist here. You're fucked in the ass otherwise. Honestly, I love this feature. There's some trial and error, sure, but once you get the hang of it, it's a lot of fun. It may not be rated Silvergun, but it's not just another cookie-cutter shoot-'em-up either. The game has its own identity, and I can dig that. If you've grown tired of playing Star Wars Arcade, Doom, and Cosmic Carnage, I recommend you pick up these little gems and give your 32X something new to chew on. Lowly, unwanted peripheral craves sustenance.